Welcome to the Sunday service at CSLN. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire planetary family. The Center for Spiritual Living Nashville offers spiritual tools for anyone seeking a more fulfilled and meaningful life through a deeper connection with a higher power or universal truths. Be sure to subscribe below if you enjoy our programs. Now let's join today's service.
That's Jamie Collins. Reverend, coming up. You just wing it. You're not coming up, Lynn? Ray, I'm hot. Okay.
Well, good morning, everyone. And surprise, our format has changed just a little bit here. Caught me off guard. But it's so good to see you, and it's a beautiful day outside and getting ready for the fall season and the holiday season. So it's going to be a wonderful time here at CSL in Nashville. I want to welcome our visitors. I want to welcome our online audience. And I want to just say that if you want to change your life in a positive way, or just, look forward to some improvement and some new ways of doing things and maybe a brighter disposition, you're in the right place. So I'm going to welcome you to CSL in Nashville Sunday morning. And now here's Larry.
Our featured vocalist today is no stranger. She's been a member of CSLN for many years.
I'm a little strange.
She's a little strange, but it's the kind of cute strange, Anyway, she's, of course, a professional background singer in the music business, has been for years, has written some great songs. This song we're going to do is her own original called Let Go.
It is.
And
it's
let's
from
welcome,
the muse's perspective.
From a muse's perspective.
Not mine.
Correct. Let's welcome Yvonne Smith.
Good morning. Let me be your muse. I want to inspire you. Let me wake you up share your hopes and fears. I'll listen and guide you. I can help you love to be you. Let go, dance among the stars, love life, knowing who you are. You'll know when I'm in your dreams, you can let go and give your love to me. Listen to my words, hear what I am saying. Put your trust in me, it's easy. Feel my energy flowing all around you. We can change the world, believe me. Let go, dance among the stars, love life, knowing who you are. You'll know when I'm in your dreams, you can let go and give your love to me. Put your trust in me.
Thank you.
Okay. What's so slow today? Who's doing announcements? Okay. Here we go. Oh, it's Annie. Annie, go lightly.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to our center. Hello, hello. Please join us in the fellowship hall after service for some light refreshments. And also, after service today, we'll be visioning for CSLN. Come take part in this important spiritual tool and assist us as we continue to grow our teaching and healing for our community. The visioning sessions will be led by a practitioner here at CSLN, David Arnholter. Members and friends are welcome to participate in person or via Zoom, and the link is on our website. On Monday, the Suggestions and Concerns team is meeting on Zoom at 6 p.m., and that is a new time. So please find the link at cslnashville.org. We have an upcoming workshop, Evolving Spiritual Practices with Dr. Elaine Benson, to be held on November 13th and 20th. Join us for this free online class as we put new twists on some tried and true techniques. The sign-up form is also found on our website. And calling all book lovers, I know there's some out here. Our center is in need of another bookstore volunteer. This would be a wonderful way to donate your time to the center one Sunday a month. Please email me at admin@cslnashville.org to let me know you're interested. And also thank you to our new volunteers, Cynthia Crook and Meredith Green. Let's give them a round of applause. So, volunteering is an important way to give back and have fun with your community. I myself have joined the Sacred Service team and am really enjoying connecting with the community as a greeter. Susan Prim is an awesome team leader. Thank you, Susan, for all that you do. Susan Prim, we love you. All right, finally, mark your calendars and plan to bring a dish for our Thanksgiving potluck after our Sunday service on Sunday, November 21st. And stay connected and find more details on the website under Calendar, Classes, and Workshops. Need a spiritual mind treatment? Find our practitioners on the website. Choose a practitioner by using the individual contact form button and submit a request. Don't forget to give love and help our center thrive by going to lovecsln.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Annie.
We all need love, like we need sunshine, and throughout all time we believe. We all need love. It's what we
Good morning. My name is David Arnholter, and I am a practitioner here and a member of the Board of Trustees. So it is my pleasure to get to do the reading and treatment this morning. This afternoon, we're having the first of 2 community visionings for our center. We haven't done this in a while, and so we're excited about being able to connect and see what Spirit has in store for us. We'll be meeting in the upstairs classroom right around 12:30, so you have time to go get something to eat and drink and then come on upstairs and join us if you'd like. Now, if you're watching this service at home, you can also participate via Zoom. We'd love to have you. And you go to the CSL website, click on Calendar, and then Classes and Workshops, and then click on the Zoom link under Community Visioning. It's pretty easy. So visioning, which is different from visualization, involves opening ourselves up to deep listening to God's vision for our lives. And our reading this morning is from the CSL Student Workbook on Visioning, an 8-week certified class, which I'll be leading starting in the new year. A passage in Proverbs says, "Where there is no vision, the people will perish." People who have no vision for their life are sleepwalking, without a hint as to why they are here or what their purpose is. They're drifting along on the currents of the culture's beliefs of the day, whether those beliefs be good or bad. Now, actuarial tables tell us that many people will die at a certain age or that a certain number of accidents when they will occur. People who don't have a vision and are not open to their purpose in life become these statistics. They are the average men and women who live out the collective beliefs of society and seem to be at the whim of forces outside of themselves. But as spiritual beings, made in the image and likeness of pure spirit, we are so much more than that. Each of us is a composite spiritual idea containing every idea that infinite mind has ever thought. When we begin to understand our purpose for being here, which is simply to be a revealer of love, then we can start to open ourselves up to God's vision for us and to discover our own unique way to deliver that love, our individual mechanism by which we can express that love. We're here to love, to perfect, amplify, and express the unconditional divine love of God. That's our purpose. God's vision for our life is the means or manner by which we bring forth that love. And so it is. All right, let's all take a deep breath as we get ready for a spiritual mind treatment. So good to see all of you out there. Wow. Just take in deep breaths, get very present. And know with me as I say this treatment in the first person, please make it personal for yourself. So I just know that the source and power of all is one. One life, one beauty, one love. And I am one with this source, one with this power, one with beauty. I am one with love. Love is my true nature. Love is who I truly am. Anything else is egoic fear, and I release it completely. I know that my search is over. I am consciously aware of the power of spirit within me. I have discovered the great reality. I am awake to the realization of this presence. Everything I think, say, and do is governed by love. A creative spirit fills me, inspires me, motivates me. I am free of all doubt, free of all confusion, knowing that I am an expression of spirit, an expression of love. I go forward in my life with confidence and a peaceful awareness of being guided by love. I experience this guidance with deep assurance of rightness for me, and I act on it easily confidently. I relax into this deep knowing, allowing it to spread through my mind, spread through my body. My life is a great adventure, and I enjoy my life more and more and more each day as I recognize God life responding to me in every person I meet, every event that transpires, in every circumstance in my life. And I give thanks. I give thanks as I gratefully accept this truth, knowing I am always, always, always centered in the power of Spirit, centered in love. I give thanks for every expression of love present in our audience today. I give thanks for every expression of love watching this broadcast from home and here making this service possible. The AV team, the Sacred Service team, Larry and the music team. I give thanks for this community, our Science of Mind teaching, the Board of Trustees, and for our spiritual leader, Reverend Lynn Bennett. Accepting my love as my life experience, I release my word into the universal law of mind, knowing it is already so. And together we say, and so it is. Good job, good job. Okay, well, we're doing something a little different today, and I'm now going to be introducing our speaker. Gregory Fisher is well known and very beloved here at CSLN. He became a licensed Science of Mind practitioner in 2001, an ordained minister through the Universal Brotherhood movement in 2009, and he holds bachelor degrees in both communication, divinity, and a master degree in social work. He's a member of the CSLN Board of Trustees. He's also, luckily for us, regularly shares his talents as an actor, a singer, a coach, a counselor, a mentor, and I personally am very privileged to call him a lifelong friend and a mentor. Please join me in welcoming our guest speaker for this morning, Gregory Fisher.
I love you, buddy. Good morning. Well, there's a bunch of you out there. You know, it's always funny whenever I sit down, it's like, I don't know who's going to be here. And then I look up, it's like, oh. I'm going to start today with the punchline. You know, in joke telling, they say, save the punchline till later. But today I'm going to give you the punchline up front here pretty soon. And then you might want to just leave then. In 1998, I was taking Year 2 courses in Science of Mind here at CSLN. Mitch Johnson, our founder, Reverend Dr. Mitch, was the teacher, of course, at that time. And I was struggling with some of the concepts. I was overwhelmingly concerned with the concept that I could create my reality, my experience, with my thoughts. That my beliefs, my dreams, my goals, my planned outcomes could and would become my reality. What if I asked for, believed for, dreamed for, set goals for, and planned outcomes that would be the wrong reality? What if I chose wrong? What if I asked myself for something I was incapable of being? A reality that was not my best. Honestly, I was a bit obsessed and frankly tortured, but I kept coming. You see, I'm a type A personality. I know some of you find that very hard to believe. You're like, what? Gregory, type A? If you don't know about type A, here's what we are: driven, multitasking, competitive, ambitious, organized, impatient, focused. We're more likely to experience stress when faced with delays or other challenges that affect success. My life motto, of which I was very proud, and I said this often, y'all. I now think about it, I'm like, what a horrible motto. But at the time, my motto was, if it doesn't fit, force it. If it doesn't fit, force it. So our teaching in the very beginning suited me just fine. Right? I kept hearing that I could have the life I wanted and believed and worked to achieve. Sounds like type A. That God or the universe or spirit or whatever I chose to call it could work for me to make my plans and dreams come true. Oh, type A with assistance. I was set free. Oh. But there was this lingering concern of asking for stones. Now, many of you may or may not remember or even have ever known that reference, but Jesus in the New Testament in the book of Matthew asks the question, if a child asked for bread, what parent would instead give a stone? The implication being that, of course, a good parent would not give a stone to someone that asked for bread, a child that asked for bread. Everything about what I was learning here was teaching me that if I asked for stones, I might just get stones. Oof. Careful what you ask for, right? Along with my already tendency to make things happen, I now was concerned that I had a God that would help me ask for and create the wrong thing. So here comes the punchline. That night in that class, Mitch is teaching, and I heard something that I thought sounded like this, and I wrote it down. And then afterwards, I went up to him and I said, now, I wrote this down when you said it, but I want to clarify just to make sure I got it right, because it's kind of jarring me a little bit based on what I believe about what you've taught up until this moment, which, oh, by the way, is causing me consternation. And I read it to him, and he said, I didn't say that. It's true, but I didn't say it. At which point I had to go, well, then who said it? Because I wrote it down as a note as if someone had said it. And here's what I heard. And it's what I've pondered in my heart and mind and grown into as I've understood it better and better over the past 30 years of being here. Are you ready? Here it comes. This is the punchline. The power of surrender is in our willingness to let go of the results. If that's not profound to you, just know that it was really profound to me, and then you can sleep through the rest of this. The power of surrender is in our willingness to let go of the results. I've been in recovery most of my adult life. Recovering from a less than stable, secure childhood that was traumatic and left me with more than just a few attachment issues. Trauma. We're now learning in the field of addiction and mental health in general that trauma is the whole thing. It's traumatic in our culture to grow up. And what I'm finding, we talk about a lot, and it's kind of, I don't know, it kind of makes me wince, but we talk about big T and little t. Big trauma are those events that are catastrophic, and anyone would call it trauma. Little t is all those little tiny things. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. I don't like the way you're dressed. Your body image is less than satisfactory in terms of today's commercial appeal, right? Little t. We all grow up these days in this culture with trauma. And as adults, almost always, and the reason, frankly, I have a job, is to help people learn how to let go of the trauma, how to heal the trauma. But for me, a big part of my trauma was to recover from religious influence that had harbored on abuse, and I'm being generous when I say abuse. And that caused me to take up activities and substances that were not leading me to my best. recovering from the difficulties of accepting myself as someone different from the norm, a gay man, and the separation and detachments that are inherent in that realization and then that declaration. But more than any of these, and no doubt as a reaction to all of these, I had been in recovery most of my adult life from, and I still say it today, being in recovery from being a control freak. A control freak. Some of you might have experienced that with me. I pray you'll forgive me. I've been in recovery from my own need for stability, security, power, authority, dominance, control. What if I could control everything? What if I could control everyone? What if I could just frickin' control? And certainly above all, I have had to recover from my need for certainty. You see, certainty is what fuels control. Certainty. For a lot of reasons, and also as a result of my need for recovery, my search for control and certainty had led me to fundamentalist religion from an early age. You get it now, right? Fundamentalism. There's only one way to see it. Only one way to be it. Yeah, there's nothing like fundamentalism to make you feel like you're safe and certain that you're in control. Fundamentalists, I knew that point of view better than most. And the concept of hell was a big part of it. I understand that point of view well too. Hell, or the fear thereof, can be a mighty powerful motivator. I don't think it's a good one, but it's one that gets used a lot, and a one that can keep you on that certain path. I grew up with a saying, besides if it doesn't fit Forsyth, I also used to say, heaven's high and hell is hot. Can you imagine such a motto? Heaven's high and hell is hot. I said it a lot growing up. So that's where I was, not necessarily good, but powerful in the way that it motivated me. It kept me stagnant and paralyzed for at least a decade or two. The fear of burning hell can keep one frozen, unwilling to consider something new, gripped by the agonizing horror that the new could be false and worse, condemning. One can determine that it is better to stay where you are mentally, spiritually, emotionally safe than to move into the unknown and end up on that slippery slope that leads to eternal damnation. But as a person might, I came to a place where I was willing to give up what I had believed about myself and about God, and even to risk everlasting doom because I had to. I had to reconcile who I was from what I had always believed. I came to consider new ways of seeing and being because it was simply too painful, too frankly hellish to bear the ghost life that I was living. In my story that many of you already know, I talked about it ad nauseum in June of this past year, and that talk is out on YouTube. One day I turned 30. And once the parties and good wishes and cakes and backslaps were over, when I was alone, and as alone as one could possibly be, in the darkness of night, when nobody knows your truth but you, something roared up inside of me. And it was like a storm or a tsunami in my gut that rolled out of me like a gushing, overwhelming current. And it became the beginning of me embracing something so familiar that it captured my life, my recovery, my spiritual pursuit, and led me here to you and to myself. So that was the starting place for a new point of view, a new kind of certainty. And what it really was letting go of all certainty. Letting go of all certainty. What if everything I've believed up until now could just be surrendered? That was the starting point of a new view, a new kind of certainty. It wasn't easy, and it led me to this place that I might be wrong, and with eternal consequences. I had to hope that a God of love would keep me if I loved that God. And I had to trust that God would bring me to a new point of view, a new certainty that would end the hell I had already been living. It wasn't easy, but it had to be done. The saving I needed the most was from that certainty, and my journey was teaching me that faith untested is not faith at all. Can you wrap your head around that? Faith untested isn't faith. It's just certainty. It's the self-confidence that doesn't rely on God or anything else to do the saving. The certainty is doing the saving. The certainty is doing the redeeming. It believes that being born in the right place to the right parents who took us to the right church where we walked the right aisle and said the right words, got baptized in the right way, well, that's what will save us. No God required. It believes that knowing the right scripture saves us. It believes that living a certain way saves us. It believes that knowing the right point of view saves us. We've got this. We are just certain of it. Anne Lamott says, and I use this quote a lot, when I'm working with clients all day, every day, I say this. I actually finally made it into a poster that's on my wall so I can just point to it. Right? It was just easier. And then that way I'm not just like this, broken record. But here's what Anne Lamott says. The opposite of faith isn't doubt, it's certainty. Whew. Thank you, Anne. So, how does this relate to that epiphany I had that night in Mitch's class? As I was embracing this new way of teaching, seeing this new teaching here at CSLN, I discovered in myself that I had traded one set of beliefs, a point of view that bolstered my sense of certainty, for another one. I now call it metaphysical fundamentalism. Oh, I hope I've coined that. I hope no one said it before me. I'm sure someone did. In fact, I had traded it in for a set of beliefs that envisioned God as much more controllable and malleable than the one I had left behind. It gave me more reason to believe that I could be certain that I could be in control of my own destiny. Now I discovered that my will could also be God's will. But there was this nagging question. What if my will was wrong? What if the path was not the right path? I was insecure about my ability to create my highest and best reality. Because if a child asked for bread, would the parent give a stone? But if a child asks for stones, what does it get? So I went to Reverend Mitch and I said that question, if I ask for stones, what do I get? And Mitch looked me square in the eye. I didn't even hesitate and said stones. I said, oh no. Oh no. You're just strengthening my most frightening thought. I went into panic. And what became a new motto was, don't let me ask for stones. So back to uncertainty, right? The overriding emotion and state of mind in me, people. Are you hearing it? Fear. Fear. You know what trauma causes? Because that overwhelming need for security, safety, it's a response to fear, which is a response to trauma. And if we're living with it and we just keep acting like it's not true, I'm telling you, we can come into this metaphysical fundamentalism and we can say, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. It's not me. It's not my reality. Fear. What's the opposite of fear? Love. Yeah, it's not bravery. It's not courage. The opposite of fear is love. So then this word, the power of surrender, is in our willingness to let go of the results. How? How can I let go of the results? How can I leave it to chance that everything will be what I want, what I need, what I desire, what I intend, what I dream? Remember, my nature, type A. I got a lot pushing me. Letting go of the results felt like blasphemy. How are these things congruent? Then a voice came to me again. I'm now acknowledging that it was a voice in my head that I'm going to go ahead and call God, me at my highest and best. And here's what the voice said. Love is the reason why I can let go of the results. Love for God, knowing that God has love for me. Finding love for myself and love for those around me. I'm going to ask you to indulge me to read a bunch, 4 verses of Scripture from the New Testament. 1 Corinthians 13:2. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror, but then we shall see face to face. I'm emotional because these verses have been used against me. Abuse, but still true when looked at it from a different perspective. So I'll stop crying and get back to this. For now we see only as a reflection in a mirror, but then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. God knew me. God still knows me from the beginning. That one that I rejected, God said, I know you. I see you. I love you. I accept you. And as you come to know and love and accept that part of you that seems abhorrent, you will find the truth. 1 Corinthians 8:2, we know that we all possess knowledge, but knowledge puffs up while love builds up. Those who think they know something do not yet know as they ought to know. But whoever loves God is known by God. 1 John 8:14, there is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear. John 8:32, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So these verses that I'd known my whole life suddenly took on new meaning in light of the power of surrender is in our willingness to let go of the results, and love is the reason why. What if the love of God, when accepted, simply tells you the truth? Step by step, moment by moment. I don't have to have certainty because I can just trust that the love of God in me, through me, as me, will lead me in the direction of my highest and best. For someone whose entire life had been so steeped in performance-based acceptance, this was a miracle. These words are why we can surrender. These words are the reason we can let go of the results and know that what we have asked for and more can be ours. This is why we can create our dream, express our desire, commit to our intentions without fear that we are going in the wrong direction or facing buyer's remorse. We can know that love shows us the truth. We can know that there is no fear in love. We can know that the same love will set us free. We can live open-handed, open-minded, open-hearted. We can live knowing that there are no mistakes. I work every day with people whose lives have been decimated by trauma that has led them to alcoholism, substance use, intimacy disorders, mental health issues, on and on and on and on. I say to them every day, I promise you I say this to them every day, boom, what if there are no mistakes? Just ponder that for a minute. What if everything that has happened to you, every thought that's gone through your head, every action you have taken was what you needed to bring you to this moment right now? And the truth is, this moment's the only moment you got anyway. I can dwell in all the mistakes. I can dwell in all of the misunderstandings. I can dwell in all of those actions that I now feel such shame for. Or I can say, what if there are no mistakes? What if right now is the only moment I need to know that I can move forward? Grace is why there are no mistakes. Do we understand what grace means? Unmerited favor. It's a simple definition. Grace is unmerited favor. I didn't do anything to get this. This love came to me simply because I was born, I exist. Yes. And there's power in surrender. Power to have more than I would ask for or dream. Power to have this or something better. Power to let God show me who I am. Power to let God tell me the truth. Power to love and be loved in a way that I might not have expected or accepted without surrendering to it. I've learned much, and I've come to trust more, and I come to resist what I now call the sin of certainty. Throw that up in the face of a fundamentalist, or lovingly suggest it. The sin of certainty. It is not faith. It is something different, something less. I'm tempted from time to time to give into it. I will admit it. Where am I time-wise? I'll tell you that story some other time. God always provides a sweet and loving and gentle reminder that my certainty makes me resistant to new, to higher, to better, and to lovelier. Surrender. Can you get a vision of falling backwards? Surrender. Arms wide open. Surrender. Falling backwards and falling into the arms of love, knowing that everything will be whole, complete, and perfect when you do. The notion that we can have whatever we want needs not to be a reason to want nothing. See, when I say everything that I've said up until now, I'm concerned that what you're going to say is, oh, so I don't have to have any ideas or any intentions or any dreams. I don't have to have them. I'll just trust that it's going to happen to me. Listen, I also say to my clients all day, every day, the goal is to have life come from you, not at you. You see the difference? I'm not talking about I'm going to live a life where I trust that God can take care of me when life is coming at me. No, life coming from me. Prepositions can be important. Life from me, not at me. If you heard nothing else today, that's the one. Let go of my certainty. and know that life can come from me, not at me, and therein is that's the thing to ponder. That's the thing to explore. That's the thing to live. I talked a month or so ago about the 4 N's, I-N, of inspired and intentional living. The first one is to have insight. The second one is to inquire. Oh, that looks like something I want. Well, let me question it. Let's inquire. Now, what is the intervention that I need to make that go forward? And then what's the investment I need to make? The 4 N's. But let's not practice what my friend and often speaker here, Denise Yergin, calls metaphysical malpractice. I like that one too. Metaphysical fundamentalism, metaphysical malpractice. What's that? That's back to this thing again of I'm so certain that this is what I want that it can't be any other way. And if it doesn't fit, force it. And I'm going to use my type A personality to make God do what I want. And folks, here's the thing. God will. Don't ask for those stones, baby. Ask for bread. And get bread. Let us trust that our dreams can be specific and yet malleable. That we can truly pray and believe. Repeat after me. This or something better. This or something better. Do you hear that? That's pretty easy. I can say my prayer. I can be as specific as I want. I ask my clients, I want a 5-year vision. What do you look like in 5 years in your career, your environment, your relationships, your mental and physical health, your emotional and spiritual development, and your finances? Write it out. Be as specific as you can be. And then write at the bottom of it, this or something better. See, if I don't have insight, inquiry, intervention, and investment, that's life coming at me, not from me. But I have to do so open-handed. We can surrender and still be empowered as we do so. This is how I attempt to live daily. This is what I teach with my best and highest intentions. This is how I work with clients. It's the reason, the greatest lesson for most, to let go of what they previously held on to, good or bad, and to cling loosely to what they are coming to know and what they are planning to be and live. To me, it's the great life lesson. It's the great life lesson. The power of surrender is in our willingness to let go of the results. Love is the reason why, and so it is. Okay, here they come. Now it's time for us to give back to that which serves us. I'd like to ask our ushers to come forward. I see you back there. I'd like to ask our ushers to come forward now. We can also accept your gift with a card in the bookstore. Online viewers, please make your contributions using the link in the description below or mail your check to our street address. Thank you to Yvonne. Isn't she fantastic? Oh my. Okay, repeat after me. Divine love as me. Blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you for your loving gifts.
Y'all know this one. You can sing with me. There's a reason for the sunshine sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. Must be the season when that love light shines all around us. So let that feeling grab you deep inside and send you reeling where your love can't hide, and then go stealing through the moonlit nights with your lover. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, it's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. There's a reason for the warm, sweet nights, and there's a reason for the candle lights. Must be the season when those love lights shine all around us. So let that wonder take you into space and lay you under its loving embrace. Just feel the thunder as it warms your face. You can't hold back. Just let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason. Let your love flow like a mountain stream, and let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you'll know what I mean, it's the season. Let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love bind you to all living things, and let your love shine. And you'll know what I mean, that's the reason.
Yvonne Smith. Woo!
Thank you. How about this band? Love these guys.
Thank you, Yvonne. Oh, what a great day. What wonderful music, and what a great talent you have. Thank you for sharing. And Larry, thank you and the band for all the wonderful music you provide us. And thank you for being here. You make this possible. And I'd also like to invite any visitor that's here for the first or second time just to stand up for a second and let us say hello to you. Anyone at all? All right, there they are. Okay, thank you, thank you. Quite a few. Let's I count about 10. That is so good. So we are coming back really strong and building a community of care, a community of support, and a place that you can always call home to get your reinforcement of the goodness in your own soul and how important your individual life is. Gregory, we want to thank you for being here today. What a great talk. Let's thank him one more time. And I'd like to ask any practitioners to come up to the front right now, and I'm going to ask Gregory to come up and do a closing treatment. And right after that, I'll ask you to stand and join us in our congregational song. Love you. Thank you.
Pray with me. There is only one thing, one creative source. I call it God. And today I know this, that I am one with that source. I am one with the Creator as the creation. And I know this too, I am it, but not all of it. It extends beyond me, and it continues to create in my life, create in this world, create in this universe. And what it is creating is love. Always love. I can let go of my need for certainty. I can let go of my need to control. I can let go of forcing. And love is the reason why. I trust this one. I trust this Creator. And I trust it's working in me to bring about my highest and best good. Anything that looks different than this, any choice, is an innocent misunderstanding, and I let it go. And I forgive myself for having ever believed it, and I forgive anyone or anything that has ever happened in my life that made it seem true. And I return to this one thought: all is well. All is love. All is God working, always bringing about that which is whole, complete, and perfect in me and in these ones within the sound of my voice. I am so grateful and thankful for this truth. I am ecstatic. I am exhilarated. I am ready to say yes. I release this treatment to the law of cause and effect. What I believe, I will receive. It is the truth. I surrender to it. I let it be so. And so it is.
This program is a service of the Center for Spiritual Living Nashville. May your life be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.